Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Thought it'd be a good idea to do something of a catch-up video. For those of you who are new to the channel, it's been a while since I've done my periodic kind of check-in on collection updates and new acquisitions. So I thought it'd be a fun idea to go through sort of what's the state of the collection, what I'm looking to hold, what I'm looking to get rid of, and then sort of things in between. If you watch some prior videos, recent videos, I mentioned that I would be setting up at the Gainesville Card Show this past weekend, which I did. It was Saturday, 9 to 3. Great turnout, I would say, for an inaugural show. Only about 30 vendors there. But I was definitely happy that I took the plunge and set up, because there's a lot of foot traffic, met a lot of really nice people, got some great deals done too. Got to set up next to my friend Wheat Cards, Bryce. You see him comment on the channel often. Really enjoyed that as well. So I'll be setting up there in the future. So part of the video's purpose today is to kind of go over what I saw there in terms of the state of the market for football, and also show you some of the pickups. So the thing I noticed the most was, well, let me preface it this way. I had a good variety of stuff. So I had my slabs, maybe the higher end stuff, and then I had a ton of stuff in top loaders in the $1 to $10 range, because I knew there'd be kids there and they're collectors of every budget, and so I wanted to make sure I had something for everyone. And I found that those were the most popular cards for sure, the sub $20 cards. And for bigger cards, most people weren't looking to buy outright. They were looking to do trades, partial trades. And so as someone who's in a vendor or dealer position, that's really beneficial, because you can get more value for your card than you might approaching another dealer. People are looking to get cash right now, given the economy, state of the world, generally speaking. I should say America, not the world. But people need cash. And so that was what I noticed the most at the show. And I expect that to continue for the foreseeable future. And it corresponds with the market dip. So let's get into it real quick. Here's a few small pickups at the show. So this was actually, there's a 7-year-old girl there who sold me Pop-Tarts for $1 at the beginning of the show, which I gave to Bryce, and he pawned off on some kid. But this girl came back for like 3 more trades. And so this was just in a trade I got from her. I gave her something, like some kind of, I think it was a Dalvin Cook Prism Parallel. This I got in a trade. I thought this was interesting. It was valued at $10. These stickers are my stickers after I got the card. $10 this was valued at in a trade. And Geno Smith could be the Seahawks starter this year, and this is a Contenders rookie auto. So if he does anything of note, that's going to be way more than $10. Probably is already more than $10. Same girl came up to me with a stack of cards and says, which of these cards will you give me $7 for? So I gave her $7 for this Justin Herbert playoff rookie. I thought this was a cool card from the Immaculate Players collection. You got a nice patch there in the middle. Herman Moore at a 99. It is not game worn. It just says player worn / used material. But I think it was a direct trade for that. I really liked the way that card looked. Got this in a trade as well. This DeAndre Hopkins X-Fractor, rookie X-Fractor, I thought is actually in the same trade as that Geno Smith. I got the Smith, the Hopkins, and a Gronkowski X-Fractor from the same year for a Russ Grimm Mosaic auto and a Raleigh Fingers auto. So I definitely think I won that deal. But the guy who I made the deal with was really nice, collected Hall of Fame players. And then final small pickup was this Max Silver. A guy came by my table with it. It was like, I've got this one card I want to sell. How much will you give me for it? And so gave him some money for it. So by the way, at any point, if you see something in this video you want to buy or you want to trade for, let me know. Happy to do that. So all right, state of the collection here. let's go through sort of the stuff I've got that I want to move and want to get rid of. So that'll be the first pile. Trevor Lawrence, rookie ticket here. Got this in a trade. I gave a Kyle Trask red zone contenders, PSA 9, plus cash for that. I might grade it. It's probably a PSA 8, which was what I was telling people coming by the table. Justin Herbert base prism, PSA 10. Najee Harris, I pulled this out of my first box of contenders. Red zone, PSA 9, really nice card, but running backs don't move. Pulled this out of Phoenix, Mac Jones, rookie rising pink, PSA 10, that is numbered out of 175. Here's an acquisition I got yesterday at the show. I sold a Joe Burrow hollow PSA 10 for this plus cash. So it's cool rookie insert from Prism for Josh Allen, not numbered. Burrow XRC, this is the third time I've had this card in my collection. And even though I like the card, it's one I know I can easily get back, and that's one of the things that I've sort of started to veer away from as a collector is common cards, I would say. And it's not common, it's pop under 100, but still, like, there's multiple of these sitting on eBay. Auctions come up all the time, so it's a card I can replace if necessary. And I really would actually like to get the tie-dye version. Here's another one I got yesterday. This is just the short print Prism, the negative variation. Lower pop than the base by a considerable amount, probably by about a 1/10 maybe. I got this in a trade. I got the Herbert of this as well, plus that Burrow XRC. I got those three cards in cash for my Burrow Optic Purple Stars, which I thought I got a really good value out of this. Picked this up yesterday. Guy just came by my table with a ton of slabs and was like, is there anything you'd give me cash for? So I gave him some cash for this. Obviously, it never hurts to have a Jerry Rice rookie card, but why do I want to move this? Because there's 13,000 PSA 8s, so you can easily find those at any time. Trevor Lawrence, Red Phoenix is at a 250. Pulled this one out of the same box as the Mac, which was a good box overall. And then this, maybe you may remember this from Immaculate. Pulled this quad relic, 4 Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, PSA 8, but the Brady is game worn. So you could see here, game worn used material Brady. So that's, I've got those cards. Those are the ones I'm looking to get rid of, sell to finance other PC stuff maybe. Cards that I have that I'm not necessarily looking to get rid of, but wouldn't be opposed to. Some of these, it's just like, for instance, this card, I there's no way I'll make back my initial investment on it, so I'm fine keeping it. It's my lone basketball slab at this point. Burrow and Fuego, I really like this card. Probably wouldn't sell it, but I might trade it, just because as much as I like the card, it's also not irreplaceable. Justin Herbert gold out of Elite. I really like this card, but I've kind of refined my collection in a way where I'm struggling to figure out where it fits in, what bucket it's in. Drew Brees, Upper Deck Vintage, another card that's just so common that it's able to be found at any time I want to. But again, I think I'm probably underwater on that, so I wouldn't necessarily move it. This card's really cool. I probably would keep it in the keeper pile more so than the middle pile, just because I really like these night moves inserts. They're so rare, and I do like having Herbert. That's a good example of a card you wouldn't be able to find that easily. In Fuego Herbert, this is a low pop, 31, I think, so similar to the Burrow. Not something I'm itching to move, but I don't necessarily feel like I need 2 Fuegos in my collection, and would be fine with just either or. Mythical, same thing. I bought this raw and graded it just because I didn't intend to do it when I bought it, but it ended up as a 10. And I really like the card, but if I could get 2x out of what I paid, I could just go buy another raw one. And so sometimes that's the conundrum with stuff that a player UPC, you know, I don't like getting rid of cards, and you'll see from this next pile, which is sort of the keeper pile, that unless like something huge came around, it probably wouldn't happen. So first one, there's a 0% chance I would sell this unless I had another one readily available, because this completes my Phoenician set. So I have all 10, but this is the only one slab, so there's no way I'd move that. I just picked this up. This is a new acquisition for the PC. Kyle Duggar Snakeskin. These are case hits, and somebody auctioned this off, which I don't think is ever really a smart move with this type of player, this type of grade, even if the parallel is rare. So I think it ended up at like $40, something like that. So, but one thing I'm gravitating towards is modern Patriot stuff in rare parallels, and Snakeskin sort of fits that bill. This is another one I really like. I graded this myself. I thought it was gonna 9, got an 8, but these are really cool. There's a case hit out of black from this past year, the regulators. I have the force field too. I don't know what I'll do with the force field, whether I'll grade it or keep it. Mac Jones playoff ticket, not getting rid of this. This is staying in the PC. I want to start a Jones PC. It's really hard to find 10 autos for him this year, a lot of streaking. And 8 is a pretty good. You'll have a few 9s on the playoff tickets, but it's gonna be mostly 8s. And unless you trimmed, there's not gonna be a lot of 10s. This is just a base Allen, but gift from my dad, so that's staying in the collection. Burrow, my favorite card. I think my longest owned slab. I bought it June of 2021, so about a year ago. And despite it tripling in value back in January, I just didn't move it. Still won't. Herbert, Optic Auto out of 150. These are great. I really love how clean these are. And I actually do want to not get rid of this, but I will sell it because I don't want to have this much exposure to Herbert. I was going to keep this until I got the next card, which I don't think you guys have seen unless you follow me on Instagram. Just picked this up recently in a trade, which I thought was a really good trade for me. Playoff ticket out of 99. So I'd rather have this than I would the Optic Auto, despite the grade being lower. Contenders is kind of like the card I want to hold on to. If I have that card of a player, I want to hold on to it. This one I just got as well. Kyler Murray Red Zone, Pop 10. I think there's only 6 of the variations, so there's only 16 10s in the Red Zone for Kyler Murray. And of all the Red Zones, I mean, how do you not love that color match with his jersey? That's just perfect. I don't think he'd get a 10 auto, but I'm not gonna regrade it anyway or add the auto. So that is awesome. Really happy that these have, I won't say plummeted, but they've gone down a considerable amount. And so I was just very happy that I won that auction. There's another new pickup here. It's kind of part 2 of the nicer Jones PC. Kaboom. I don't know if there are any 10s in this card. I was having trouble accessing the pop report. There's probably 5, if not fewer than that. But I really love Kabooms. I have the Burrow, so I figured having the Jones with the playoff ticket, that's a nice start to that. Brady Downtown. Still looking to get the 2020 version, but this is great. Just commemorates his best years with the Pats, with the Super Bowls there on the flag. I like the Downtowns. I mean, sometimes they're kind of cheesy, but overall, it's probably it is one of my favorite inserts. I don't know if it's my favorite, but one of. Tie-dye Burrow, this is really hard to let go. I had this at the show and I marked it up an insane amount just because I didn't want to sell it, but I wanted to have it out just in case, an offer I couldn't refuse came by. But this one's definitely not going anywhere unless I can find the field level 10 at a reasonable price. And then finally, Josh Allen, Gem Mint Plus, rookie ticket. This is a short print out of 250. And we'll definitely. Hey guys, sorry about that. Lost you there. Looks like my phone ran out of storage, so I had to clear a little bit of space. But anyway, that gives you an overview of the state of the collection. If there's anything in there, like I said, no pressure, obviously. But if you see something you're interested in that you want for your PC, or you want to try to resell, let me know. I'm happy to work with you on a deal. Anyway, that concludes it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I thought that would be somewhat instructive. The market's interesting right now. I think that there are a lot of opportunities if you have cash, maybe not quite as many if you are heavy in cards and looking to get cash. I find that people want to trade right now. So if you can afford to trade down, pick up a little bit of cash, pick up more cards, it could give you good value. I think I got about 125 to 130% of the value that I paid on the Burrow Purple Stars in the trade, just because I was trading down. So with that said, guys, let me know your thoughts. What are you buying right now? Are you buying anything, kind of holding off? Wax is just such a black hole. Flawless boxes are $10,000 for a briefcase, and Mac Jones, a lot of the encased autos are going for $2,700, $2,900. Under, you'd be taking like a 60 to 70% loss on that box just by pulling a Mac Jones and selling it. So it's a terrible time to open boxes. I didn't open any Contenders Optic for that reason. I'll probably dabble in Select and Optic just because I love the products, but 2022 products, unless they go down significantly, just because of the QB chase is not going to be there, then I don't foresee myself ripping much of that. My wallet's much happier. My slab collection's a lot happier, a lot better. So anyway, guys, I know it was a long video. Thank you for sticking with me, and I'd like to engage with you guys more, so hit me up on Instagram, it's in the description, and I will post something again soon because I am enjoying talking collecting. So we will see you then. Bye, guys.